All right. What's up, good people? Boy, Hoop Jargon back with another video. And I'll be brief. I won't go too long on this one. So, if you be so kind to hit the like button on your way in, I'd be much obliged. All right, so let's get to the subject matter. Shout out to Lil Rock in the building. Good to see you, man. Let's talk about this Willie Simmons thing to Duke. Is he pulling a Coach Prime? Because it's almost like a whole year ago to the day when Coach Prime made the big move, and it upsetted a lot of y'all. And I got to say, man, my first take on it was, listen, man, you do what's best for you. You do what's best for your situation. You do what's best for your personal growth and development. Shout out to No Guarantees. Man, I've been MIA. I've been MIA, man. I'm gonna start doing streams again, man. As a matter of fact, in an hour, I'm gonna do another stream with my guy, Between the Game Sports. I'll be in the lab on this one. This one, I want to do like a quick video. Shout out to my guy, Flight Sports TV in the building. All right, so y'all hit the like button. So listen, man, it's real easy from the cheap seats, i.e. us, to sit back and tell another man what his life plan should be, what his end goal should be, and to take out our own biases about, HBCUs. Obviously, HBCU graduate here, played at the HBCU level, I coach at the HBCU level. So I understand us wanting to basically hoard or hold on to good coaches because it just makes the whole league better, right? Hit that like button, man, straight up. But at the same time, it's selfish of some of us to sit here and act like, oh, well, if you don't stay with this program X amount of years, then A, you'll sell out, B, I'm gonna just say what the normal tropes are, the white man's water's cooler, and all these other things to kind of shame, coaches from leaving the HBCU ranks when, listen, it's an easy deduction to see that him leaving, Florida A&M and being a head coach, I think they offered him to be the running backs coach at University of Duke, or Duke University for that matter. That's a clear upgrade. Now, from a position standpoint, as far as respect from a head coach level, is that a downgrade? Of course. From being a position coach up from being a head coach, yes, it is. I mean, because at the end of the day, as a head coach, you have more carte blanche to do what you want to do and run your program how you see fit. Now, from a upward mobility standpoint, is the Duke opportunity a better opportunity? It's not even close. It's not even close. And that's why I lament back to the Coach Prime takes from earlier this year, late last year, let me say. Coach Prime got a Power 5 head coaching job. There's not a coach on this planet, probably not named Eddie G. Robinson, that would not take an opportunity like that. Because I got to tell you guys, I talk to college coaches all the time. I remember how it was to be an actual college coach. There's a hierarchy level amongst other coaches. And it's just something about having that polo on when you step into a conference or when you step into a recruiting visit. And the logo on your polo just a little more prominent than the next man. It's just something about that. And, your Johnson paws just swing a little longer, man, when you come up there with the right polo on. Parents give you a little more attention, and you can say that that's kind of frivolous. You can say that that's kind of not a big deal. But I'm telling you, in the coaching world, it is. It is. So comparatively speaking, when you step into a kid's living room, or when you step into, a combine, or when you step into a college or high school football game, having that Florida A&M Rattler, it just hit a little different than having that Duke Blue Devil symbol right there. It's almost like a nationally iconic decal, right? Well, icon for that matter. So who's to say he just wants to basically absorb in that aura that it is for playing for coaching for a prestigious program with the chance to move up. And oh, by the way, we didn't even mention the financial ramifications. Currently, Coach Simmons is getting paid $200K a year reportedly, which is pretty good for an FCS level coach. Him taking a job as a running backs coach at Duke would pay him a minimum of $500K. Now, I'm sorry about my ghetto math. That's twice the salary plus some. That's twice and a half the salary of where he's getting already at FAMU. And I'm sorry, sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. I know what you're saying, Hoop. Everybody ain't motivated by money. It ain't all about the money. And that's cool when it ain't your money. But when it's my money, I hit the like button. When it's my money, I can do what the hell I want to do with my money situation. So I'm not going to shame no coach that's going to take an obvious pay increase, right, and an obvious opportunity increase to ascend up to the level that he wants to be at. Again, it's not up to us to tell another coach where to go. Also, this same year, North Dakota State's coach Earns, I forget his last name, he left a very successful program in North Dakota State because somebody said this is only a black coach thing. And shout out to my guy, Doc Holliday. I listened to his live stream earlier. And the gentleman on the board was kind of saying that, guys want to just run to the white man, run to the white man, run to the white man. Or they only do it to white, black coaches. But literally at North Dakota State, their head coach took a job at USC down here in Southern California to be the linebackers coach. So from a head coach to positional coach standpoint, is that a downgrade? Like I said, of course it is. But from an opportunity and financial security aspect, hell of an upgrade. Hell of an upgrade. So I say all that to say, listen, man, all opportunities are not to be judged from an apples to oranges basis. You got to put things apples to apples. And when you put things apples to apples, you understand that to go up, again, it sounds off-putting. It's not the greatest, thing to say out verbally, but going up from the FCS to the FBS level, it's an upgrade. Sorry. It just is. The numbers prove it. The lineage prove it. The prestige proves it by every metric. Now, again, as a FCS school graduate, I wish that wasn't so, but it doesn't matter what I wish. The world just is what it is. So you're the smartest person in the room. Man, I try to be. Because I don't argue with my heart. I argue with facts. Because when you start to argue with your heart, what you're going to start doing is overlooking obvious things. And when you overlook obvious things, you look like a jackass. Because things that you know to be so, you're so entrenched with it emotionally that you're going to miss out on the meat and potatoes of it. And I got to say, that, I'm in sales and I left teaching about 10 years ago. I had a lady ask me, do I feel like a sellout? Because I left because I used to teach inner city kids back home in Houston. I was like, hell no. Hell no. Do I miss it? Yeah. But it's not my job to go and fight the good fight and get paid less money. No. It's not my job to do that. Now, it was my job, I gave teaching a good 4 years. But after 4 years, it was time to move on. And I'm not, dumping on the teaching profession at all. If it's your calling, it's your calling. But who is anyone to tell me I'm a sellout for leaving or fighting a good cause of being a teacher? So I can't sit here and be a hypocrite and look at a guy like Willie Simmons, look at Prime, look at old buddy North Dakota State, like they're too good for the FCS level or too good for the HBCU level, right? It is what it is. Say I did my part. Yeah, listen, that's all I can do is my part. I can't undo what some parents do to their kids by either neglect or just enabling or abuse or whatever the case may be. I can't undo that. I can come in, put my 8 hours in, sometimes 10, 11, because I coached this after school, little things. And so, listen, it didn't pay me a lot to do those things, but, I did it. And when it was time to move around, it was time to move around. So this is just, that was apropos of what I'm, saying about Coach Prime and Coach Simmons. And so I just wanted to kind of drop this under 10 minutes and just kind of shed a little game on that, listen, man, if he goes to Duke, good for him. If he stays at FAMU, even better. I would love to see Coach Simmons, being a former coach at my school, Prairie View, doing an excellent job there and doing an excellent job at FAMU, obviously winning the Swac, winning the Celebration Bowl. I would love to see nothing better than that. Also under Coach Simmons' tenure was KJ Black. KJ Black, former quarterback at Prairie View, former assistant coach under Willie Simmons, who was actually going to be he was the game day coach, and he was going to be the successor to Willie Simmons. But he ended up taking a position to go work for the Rams. It was called an apprenticeship. I had him on the show about a year and a half ago when he took his job. Kind of a downgrade if you look at it from just a linear position. But it's his second year with the Rams. He's assistant coach for the NFL. So he started off as an apprentice, and now he's an official assistant coach. A fellowship is what it's called. So listen, man, sometimes you got to go on opportunity, and it's going to lead to a better opportunity. And now, let's say KJ come back to the coaching rank. He has 2 years of coaching for the Rams on his resume. He could damn near, excuse me, he could damn near pick where you want to go. So, in short, sometimes you got to see the forest through the trees. And when I see coaches make moves like this, I'm like, good for you, man. If it's good for you, if it's good for your family, and it's good for your personal development, go for it. Well, financially, if it's good for you financially, it's good for your family, and it's good for you mentally or from a personal development standpoint, go do it. Because listen, the peanut gallery going to be the peanut gallery. The same people saying you shouldn't leave HBCUs will be the same mofos that will run your ass out of there, right? If it don't work out. Go ask Hugh Jackson about that and Grambling. Because as soon as you start losing, they will run your ass out of there. And I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm just saying that's the nature of the beast. So I hate to borrow this line from Prime, but either you elevate or you get eliminated. That's just the meat and potatoes of it. That's reality. So whenever you feel like the iron is hot enough to strike, you better strike. Because if not, you're going to see opportunity pass you that may not be presented again if your season that you put together might not be as good the following year. I'll give one last example, man. One of my homegirls, Toyelle Wilson, she's the head coach at SMU. She started out as the successor to Cynthia Cooper, again at Prairie View. Once Cynthia Cooper left and went to North Carolina Central. No, she went to a FBS school. It was North Carolina something. And then she eventually took the head job at USC, her alma mater. But Toyelle slid in as the head women's coach and won the Swac 3 years in a row. And after that, guess what? Baylor scooped her up to be an assistant coach. Was she a sellout for leaving Prairie View? No. She won the Swac 3 years in a row, right after Coop. Nobody thought she could do it. And Kim Mulkey scooped her up. And she spent about 4 or 5 years at Baylor, 1 year at Michigan. Now she has a head coaching job at SMU, doing a great job down there. Listen, man, when it's your time to move, it's your time to move. Making way more money than she made at Prairie View. So it is what it is, man. So I'm just telling y'all what I know. Y'all do what y'all will with the information. So it might be a downgrade as far as the title-wise, but pay-wise, I'm sure it's much better than any HBCU coach make. Yeah, absolutely. He's going from making $200K to $500K with incentives. So from what I hear, he can make a max of like $725K. So I mean, come on, man, what are we talking about? He didn't even make it 3 years, exactly. He got run out of there, man, because at that time, that was the big movement when a lot of former NFL guys took HBCU jobs. So Hugh Jackson couldn't get a whole 3 years to get it going. He got kicked out and people was just dancing in the streets. Who feel bad for Hugh? Nobody. That's the nature of the game. You can be eliminated anywhere. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. However, to get eliminated from a position where you're making less money because you're doing it for the people, quote unquote, yeah, it stings a little harder when you could have had an opportunity to earn more money and go out on your own terms, or at least go out where you want to go, when you want to go. So my whole point of saying that is, who are you from the couch level to tell these coaches when their time is to elevate themselves or present themselves with a better opportunity? Who are you to tell them? That's my point. People don't realize everyone moves up a notch. Example, some high school coach will get a chance to go up to the collegiate level. Coach Simmons taking this gig. Yeah, that and another guy who may be a lower position coach in the SWAC will get opportunity, just like we saw that took place at Alcorn. Fred McNair, we still don't know what's going on with him going to Texas Southern, but his assistant coach took the head job at Alcorn. Good for him. Good for him. Coach Dancy leaving Mississippi Valley over there with Prime. He came in as an advisor at first, and now he is an official assistant coach. I forget what, I think he's a defensive backs coach. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Making way more money he made at Valley, right? You know, Mississippi Valley is one of the I mean, I'm going to just say it, the poorest schools in the Swac. If y'all ever been, I've been to every Swac school many times. Valley is the worst one by far. Valley and Pine Bluff kind of neck and neck. But there's not a lot of money in that program, is my point. So good for Coach Dancy. So yeah, man, it's just one of those things. Like, it's not comfortable to say, because none of us want to demean our product. Nobody wants to talk badly about the SWAC, the MEAC, SIAC, so on and so forth. But if we're gonna talk real talk, let's talk real talk. Let's not dance around it. You poll these coaches, 99%, if you gave them a raise and you gave them an opportunity to elevate conferences, would take the job. 99%. So y'all can talk all that yang y'all want to, but that, the truth is the truth, and it don't care who tell it. All right, a few more comments, and I'm going to peace out. Ed Reed says something about the facilities, and the former and current Bethune alumni staff got him up out. Yeah, now Ed Reed was telling the truth. Y'all hit the like button too. Ed Reed was wilding though. It's a such thing called decorum. And Ed Reed said, damn the decorum, man. He just going to say what he feel and feel what he say. And yeah, that just, he went about it the wrong way. And so yeah, he got to let go. Defensive ends coach. Okay, yeah, Coach Dancy is the D ends coach at Colorado. So good for him. So yeah, man, that's all I got, man. Y'all, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I got another show coming up in about 15, 20 minutes. Matter of fact, one of my coaching friends just texted me. I asked him about the Willie Simmons situation. So I pretty much know what he's going to say, but we'll see. But till next time, man, appreciate y'all tapping in with your boy, and I'll talk to you soon.